Alright, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Monday evening video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels, which are down there inside of my pants, also known as the description box below. So subscribe to them, show me your love and support. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, suck a dick and go fuck yourself. And also, don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap that bell, treat it like it's your you-know-what. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, that's your fault. You're SOL, and you know what that means. Ha ha ha. Pretty much it. Alright, is this your first time watching? Welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride. If you like it, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button to death, and if you want, leave a comment. If you feel like it, you don't have to, but it's up to you. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on with that. Alright, so I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. We got one more day to go. That's tomorrow, which is July 4th. So, you know, hopefully you're not blowing yourselves up. But for certain people, you should blow yourselves up. But I digress on that. And, yeah, just hopefully everybody's having a great 4th of July weekend. And tomorrow you have a great, safe 4th of July. You know, shooting off fireworks, having a barbecue, doing whatever you got to do to have a great Tuesday, July the 4th, 2023. And hopefully it's great for you. And that's pretty much it. And then back to work on Wednesday. Some people went back to work today. Yeah, but you're off tomorrow, then you go back Wednesday. So, you know, you have a 4-day week, which is not bad. I have a 3-day week, so I could care less. So I'm still making more money than you. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, enough about that bullshit. It is time for your late and out-of-date AEW Collision review for July the 1st, 2023 from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And our commentary team, as always, the hermaphrodite himself, Kevin Kelly, and my good friend Nigel McGuinness Love. Alright, so this was taped on this past Thursday. And mainly, the main focus of the night was the Owen Hart tournament for the men. We had Powerhouse Hobbs and Dustin Rhodes. And we also had Samoa Joe and Roddy in a match that we haven't seen in a long time. Been about I think Joe said 17 years. So it's been a while since Roddy and Joe went at it. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, so we get the opening sequence, we get the Saturday night main event type promos, which I thought was nice. So then we start off with our first match of the night. We have the champ, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, taking on the an indie darling from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Kip Morst, and Max made him tap out in 40 goddamn seconds with the bell lock. Ooh, that's gonna piss off Daniel Bryan. Pretty much. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't care for the match. Gave it a dud. Then he gets on the mic and wants a local star to come out. So out comes a bigger, fat guy who we don't know his name. And then Ethan Page, old ego Ethan Page, comes out. And they have a little war of words. Talks about his dad coming here as a working on a steel mill as a laborer and being told he would never be anything anymore. Then he became president of several companies, which makes Page better than MJF, who is a bare minimum bitch. Ooh. It's like my trolls, bare minimum bitches, but I digress. Anyway, so Page says, "Why don't you defend the title against me and show that you're the champ and you'll be a fighting champion, all this other shit." So Maxwell says, "Well, fuck this," gives the belt to the referee. And then we have this impromptu second match of the night, which went pretty well, a little bit longer than the first match. Maxwell was targeting the leg and knee of Ethan Page with a half crab. Then we get a twist of fate by Ethan Page. Get the swanton, took too long due to the leg, allowing MJF to crotch him. MJF goes up top. Then we get a super power slam to plant MJF down, but no cover. Then with delayed cover for a near fall. MJF then sends Ethan to the apron. We get a Dragon Screw leg whip on the apron. Ow! Which sets up the Heat Seeker Power Driver on the apron. 1, 2, 3. Maxwell Jacob Fart Knocker retains the AEW World Title in just under 11 minutes. This match was a little bit better, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. But still, Max is a force to be reckoned with, and, well, we'll see what happens with him. And a guy named Adam Cole, baby, coming up pretty soon. Maxwell invaded, Adam Cole's Twitch stream on Saturday, which I was not a part of. I wish I was, so I can really tell MJF how small his dick is. But, so that was kind of, messed up by Maxwell, invading, Chugs, Adam Cole's stream. Thought it was really stupid. So, we move on with that. And that's that. Alright, match number 2. In the first round of the men's Owen Hart tournament, on the right side this time, we had Dustin Rhodes and Powerhouse Will Hobbs with the QTV crew at ringside. QT Marshall Knott and the beautiful, hot, sexy, wanna fuck her in the ass and make her humble Danny L. Looking hot at ringside. Nobody for Dustin. Dustin gets busted wide open near the first couple minutes of the match. But goes back and forth. Dustin has to deck QT Marshall off the apron, and Hobbs hits a spine buster for a 1 count. As Dustin no-sold it, he gets back up. Dustin hits his patented power slam for a near fall, but QT Marshall gets in another cheap shot, and then Will Hobbs finished him off with the spine buster. 1, 2, 3. Will Hobbs advances to the semifinals, where he will face either Ricky Starks or Rock Hard Juice Robinson of the Bullet Club. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So, like I said, 3 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we get a video on Roddy versus Samoa Joe for later on. Okay, that was pretty nice. Alright, then we go to match number 3. We have Miro smash CJ Petty pussy. Yeah! Miro's back and he takes on Say His Name, and he appears, I believe, in Anthony Henry. So, Miro versus Anthony Henry, and really a 3-minute suckfest. Did I say 3 minutes? Yes, I did. Miro wins with the camel clutch, fuck him in the ass, and make him humble. Like the great Iron Sheik used to say. Baba! We miss Baba. And that's it. So, Miro gets his 3rd win in a row on Collision. So he gets the win, and I didn't give 2 shits, and gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, after that, Bullet Club Gold come out. We have the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, along with Rock Hard, Juice Robinson, and the leader, Beat with Switchblade, Jay White. Part of the Bang Bang Club, or the Bullet Club Gold. Bang! So they come out, they talk to Tony Baloney Schiavone, and try to mess with him a little bit. You don't mess with Tony Baloney, he will kick your ass. So Q says, I'm going to advance in the tournament. The Guns brag about the success and everything that they've done. Tony Schiavone then tells them that they're all banned from ringside for Juice Robinson's match with Ricky Starks. They all freak out, and then Jay White, starts yelling at Schiavone for no apparent reason. And he says, I want to talk to CM Punk. And so you have something in that little bag a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna take that, and then the Guns are gonna take we're gonna take the tag team belts as well. So then, CM Punk, FTR, and Ricky Starks pop up on the screen. Punk saying, "I'm not worried about you, Jay White." He says, "I have friends instead of bodyguards, and FTR could go for a piece of them as well." That sets up a match on, I believe, on Wednesday or next week for the tag belts. Ricky is ready for Juice later on, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens coming up next on Collision. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, then we go to match number 4. On the right side of the brackets, Juice Robinson and Ricky Starks with Bullet Club Gold banned from the arena. Well, banned from ringside, I should say. It was a pretty good match. We got a Texas Cloverleaf by Juice. Starks finally getting to the apron when it makes the ropes to break the hold. And then Juice rolls him up for a near fall, but something like a spine buster gives Ricky a near fall of his own. Then we get a Super Hurricane Rana. It gets blocked, but Robinson hits his own spear for a near fall. And then Ricky comes back, hits one hell of a spear of his own, almost cutting Juice in half. He gets a near fall, but then he rolls up. But Ricky rolls up Juice with a handful of tights. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks advances into the tournament. He will face Powerhouse Will Hobbs this week on Collision, I should say, in the semifinals. So all we need now is to see who faces CM Punk next week on Collision between Samoa Joe and Roddy. I think we know where that was going to go, but that's it. Anyway, so pretty good match. Gave 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. After the match, Bullet Club Gold come in, and they try for a 4-on-1 beatdown, but then CM Punk and FTR come out and make the save, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, then we go to the back with Lexi Nair and Christian Cage, the so-called TNT champion. He's feeling pretty nice on Canada Day, But Sean Spears comes in to say, I want to talk to you, champ. So Cage gets in between him and Luchasaurus, and it says, talk, only say that Spears isn't dangerous, or something like that. Spears says, well, I'll see you soon, champ. So maybe we'll get Sean Spears versus Christian for the belt, even though Christian's not really the title holder. It's Luchasaurus, but I don't know how that's going to go, but it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the dreaded death spot for the women. And we go to another TBS title defense by the resident alien herself, Chris Statlander, as she takes on GCW's own Lady Frost, also has wrestled in WrestlePro, in Jersey, in Brooklyn as well. I think she is the WrestlePro Women's Champion, I believe, unless otherwise told. But it is what it is. Anyway, it was an okay match, 8 minutes, but in the end, we got a Tornado DDT, plant Statlander for a near fall. Lady Frost tries for a pile driver, and Statlander flipped out of it, hits a big discus lariat. Then she picks up Lady Frost and hits Saturday Night Fever. Great movie, by the way. 1, 2, 3, and just under 8 minutes, Chris Statlander retains the TBS title, and that's pretty much it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we see Andrade. He's kind of annoyed at the House of Black, especially after what happened last week with they took his mask and everything. So he's pissed off about that. Then the House of Black appear on a monitor behind him. And then Andrade gets more pissed and he throws down a camera. So we'll see what happens with that. If they're running Andrade, Malachi Black back from NXT, I'm all for that. But we'll see what happens with that. We move on. Alright, then we get a video. Well, not a video. We get what's coming up on Dynamite this week and Collision next week. Also, we get a video on Wheeler Yuta versus Kenny Omega on Dynamite. That should be interesting. You know, Wheeler Yuta did pin Kenny in that that match a couple weeks ago. I think it was on Dynamite. Now, was it Anarchy in the arena? No, it wasn't Anarchy in the arena because I don't. No, it wasn't because it was way before that. But anyway, hopefully Kenny gets his revenge on Wheeler Yuta because Wheeler Yuta is the type of guy that needs to get his ass kicked after winning a match. So we'll see what happens with that this Wednesday night on the program. And Dynamite will be from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, this week. And that's pretty much it. Next week, back in the States for the Prudential Center show, the week before Blood and Guts 3, which will be in Boston, that shithole in Boston. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. The final quarterfinal match in the Owen Hart men's tournament. We have Roderick Strong, former Triple Crown champion, taking on Samoa Joe, who's been, he's been TV champion for over a year now. Former longest reigning World Heavyweight champion, just at over 2 years almost. Year and a half, 2 years almost, but it is what it is. He's done it all in Ring of Honor, so this is like circa 2006, because they haven't fought in 17 years. But this was a banger of a match. We'll get a feeling out process. CM Punk was on commentary because he wants to know who he's facing in the semis. I think he knows, but he just came out just to get ratings. But in any case, Roddy gets in a few strikes. Joe sends him outside. Tries to go for a dive, but it's a little bit too early, which allows Roddy to switch places. So Roddy's dive can't connects just fine. They head back inside for a 1905 chinlock. Joe fights out of that, hits the release, rock bottom, out of the corner for a near fall with the Uranagi, ST Joe, whatever you want to call it. We go to break, we come back. Roddy hits a running knee, but Joe knocks him right back down. And then he hits the knee drop, setting up a neck crank. But Roddy fights to his feet, hits another drop kick. Then he hits a Messiah backbreaker. Then the sick kick, which usually would win him the match, but he gets a near fall out of that. A middle rope drop kick gets a near fall for Roddy. Then a jumping knee rocks Joe again. He tries for End of Heartache, that great song by that great band. That great band, you know what I mean? You know who sings it. Kill Switch Engage. Great song, by the way. So he tries to End of Heartache. It gets broken up. And Roddy gets pulled into the Coquina clutch. And Roddy looked like he was about to, fight out of it. But then he kind of passed out. And referee Paul Turner's like, nope, that's it. So Joe wins via referee stoppage. So he gets to win, and he will face CM Punk this Saturday night. Punk Joe 4. That is going to be amazing. I hope the ratings, people watch that, because that is a match you have to see. I know it's on Saturday, but this is going to be Collision's biggest match in their 4-week career. In their 4-week run, this is the biggest match in AEW Collision history. So they have to pop a big rating. Have to. But we'll see what happens with that. So Joe wins. Match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Punk and Joe have to be held apart by referees. And then Joe kind of leaves. Then he goes back in the ring. And he hits Emerald Flosion on Roddy on a chair. And like Roddy's head just like boinged right off the freaking chair. I was like, oh, he's got a definite broken neck. So Roddy has to get taken out on a stretcher as Adam Cole, Joe goes up the ramp and Adam Cole comes out. I thought Adam Cole was going to say something to Joe. Adam Cole goes right past Joe, not giving two fucks, I guess. And he comes out to check on his best friend. And then Punk and Joe have an epic stare down to end the show. So Saturday night is going to be huge. And, Punk hasn't beat Joe yet in the last 3 matches. I think this is the one that Punk does win, and I think Punk will go to the finals. I think he will face Powerhouse Will Hobbs. I mean, he's fought him before when he first came into AEW, so we'll see what happens with that. I'd like for Punk and Ricky Starks to go at it. That would be good too, but we'll have to see what happens next week. And then the finals, I believe, will be on Dynamite on the Blood and Guts episode on July 19th. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's it for Collision. Thank you all for watching my review. Pretty good show. I gave it a solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video. Smash that like button to death. Stick it straight up to you-know-what. And tell those people that don't like it, too bad. And that's all I got to say about that. So Raw's coming up in 25 minutes. Should be a pretty decent show. We got Natalya and Mommy Rhea Ripley again for the women's world title for 4th time. Why are we doing this? We're also gonna I forgot what else is on the show. But that's mainly one of the things on the show. But this Friday night, gonna be a huge show from Madison Square Garden. It's gonna be the trial of the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, per the Usos. So it's gonna be a big cinematic type thing, probably near the end of the show. So we'll see what happens with Roman in Tribal Court. Remember we had that with Sammy? So that was like months ago. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And I'm not liking Roman's chances. But I think it's going to be leaning to Roman versus Jay at SummerSlam. Because Jay pinned Roman. So I guess now he gets a title shot. Not that he deserves it, but he gets it anyway. Jimmy will be at ringside. The Wise Man will be at ringside. I do see Jimmy and Solo getting involved in that match, but in the end, Roman will smash, stack, pin Jey Uso like he did 3 years ago, and still be your your undefeated, undisputed world champion, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with that tonight, and then we got NXT tomorrow. That's taped. AEW Live on Wednesday. Friday night SmackDown Live and Rampage taped on this Friday. And then on Saturday, a live edition of Collision. And then that's pretty much it for the week. So we will move on. So that's pretty much it. I may be back later tonight with my review, but I most likely will be back with my Raw review tomorrow before I go out for my 4th of July festivities. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, motherfuckers, once again, 7 out of 10 stars for Collision. Great show, and we'll see what happens this Saturday night on Collision, on the show, with Punk versus Joe and Hobbs versus Ricky Starks. Should be a good show, and that's pretty much it. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here and get ready for Raw. You should too. I hope it's a good show, and we'll see what happens with that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday evening and Monday night, and I'll see you guys again probably tomorrow. But until then, peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say. Not down with that. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Peter Joseph signing off. Until next time, peace.